Welcome to my channel. I'm back with another hat tutorial, and this one is for 1 to 3 years old. This is 2 single crochet together stitch, and I've used a 6mm hook and this yarn, which is I think Simply Chunky. I'm going to start with a slip knot and leave a long tail here because I need to join it. So this much, and slip knot, start with 56 chains and then add an extra, so total of 57. 2, 3, 4, 5. So here I've got 57 chains, and I'm going to work 1 single crochet into each, starting from the second chain and working into the back small bump, so this one. So when you turn your chain, you're going to find this small bump or this back loop. So this is where I'm going to work 1 single crochet into each. So I'm going to have a total of 56. Once I finish the round with the single crochet, what I'm going to do is join with the other end. So find the other end like this and slip stitch into the first single crochet. Like this, and find the first one and slip stitch. Now using that end, this is the one, I'm going to join this bit. So what you have to do, take the hook off and get this one over here. So from the back, so you can use a needle or use the hook. So insert into the chain and grab like this, and now I'm gonna go into this one, the last one here, and get it down like this. So for now I'm gonna leave it like this. Once I finish the work, then I'm gonna go there and secure it further. For now that's fine, you can see. And now the pattern is really simple. What you have to do is chain 1 and single crochet 2 together. So insert the hook into the same and pull up a loop. So you're going to have 2 loops into the hook, go into the next and pull up a loop, 3 loops into the hook. So yarn over and go through all 3. So you have single crochet 2 together. Now chain 1 and work single crochet 2 together over next 2 stitches. So I'm going to go into the next and pull up a loop, then into the next and pull up a loop. So you're going to have 3 loops into the hook, go through all 3 and chain 1. So this is the repeat. Go into the next, pull up a loop, go into the next, pull up a loop, go through all 3 and chain 1. So every time chain 1 and continue for this round. So after the last 2 single crochet together, chain 1 and slip stitch into the first one. So this is the first 2 together. I'm going to slip stitch over there, and for the next round, which is the repeat round, and it's really simple now. So chain 1 and single crochet 2 together. So insert the hook into the same, pull up a loop, go into the next and pull up a loop, go through all 3, chain 1. So this is the first stage, this one. So you can place a stitch marker on. This is where you're going to slip stitch and continue for the next round. And now just repeat 2 together and chain 1. So this one could be a little tight. Try to go into the stitch and do 2 together, chain 1. I've continued the work for a total of 13 rounds, including the first single crochet round. And now for the round number 14, I'm going to do some decreased rounds. Now on, chain 1, insert the hook into the same, pull up a loop, go into the next, pull up a loop. So you're going to have 3 loops into the hook. Now go through all 3. Now I'm going to go into the next and again into the next one and go through all 3. So here I've got 2 single crochet together, 1 and 2, and now I'm going to chain 1, and that's going to be repeat. So into the next, 2 together, and then again 2 together, and chain 1. So 2 together, 2 together, and chain 1. You'll be left with 2 stitches, and you're gonna do 2 together into that 2, and now I'm gonna slip stitch to the first one. So go and slip stitch, and for round number 15 I'm going to chain 1 and I'm going to do 2 together all the way around without any chain. So into the first 2, and now I'm not going to chain, just go into the next, two together, and continue. And I'm going to finish the round with the slip stitch into the first 2 together. And now for this round again I'm going to do 2 together. So chain 1, insert into the same, into the next, and 2 together, and just continue. And to finish the round, slip stitch again to the first one, and you're gonna continue again the same thing, 2 together, you should have only 5 stitches. And now slip stitch into the first one, and now I'm going to cut the yarn. You can see there's a small hole. I'm going to close this one with that yarn, so I'm going to leave a long tail, and pull. So this is how it looks now. I'm going to turn it so wrong side out, and using a needle I'm gonna close this bit. So I've got a needle and this is the hole, it's really small. So what I'm gonna do is insert into, so let me just get it. And pull close. That's it. And now insert the needle into one of these strands and insert into that circle to secure it. And now you can wave the end. That's it. Now I'm going to do the ear flap, and for that I put some stitch marker, and to find the position you need to find first the joining point, which is the very first round where you join this bit here. You'll find that little knot. So this is where I'm going to count from 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 into the 5th on the right. I'm going to put a stitch marker and then count from that point 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. Into the 10th put another one, and now I'm going to turn this way and start working into the right stitch marker, which is this one. So take that one off, insert the hook, both loops, and grab the yarn. Chain 1. Chain 1 doesn't count, so I'm going to place a half double crochet into the same stitch. So that's my first stitch, and now I'm going to place 1 half double crochet, so total of 10 including this one. So now this is the second one, third, fourth, fifth, and now I've got 10 half double crochet, chain 1, turn the work and place 1 half double crochet into each. So you're going to have total of 10. After 10 half double crochet, chain 1, turn the work and skip the first stitch, go into the second one. So this is the first one, go into the second one and place a half double crochet. And now I'm going to do 6 half double crochet. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. And now the last two I'm going to do double crochet 2 together. So yarn over, go into the next, pull up a loop. So you're going to have 3 loops. Now yarn over, go into the last and pull up a loop. It's going to have total of 5 loops into the hook. Yarn over and go through all 5. So now I have 8 stitches. Next round is going to be another round of decrease. Chain 1, turn the work, skip the first stitch, go into the second one and do half double crochet, then half double crochet 2, 3, 4 and 5, and then the last two is going to be again a decrease. So 2 together, yarn over and go into the next, pull up a loop and yarn over, go into the next, pull up a loop. So you're going to have 5 loops into the hook, go through all 5 So now you have 6 stitches, and now I'm going to continue like this. Chain 1, turn work, skip the first stitch, go into the second one, 1, 2, 3, and the last 2 again 2 together. So yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, insert and pull up a loop, go through all 5. Now chain 1, turn the work, skip the first one, go into the second one and do a half, and now the last 2 again 2 together. So that's it. Now I'm gonna chain 1 and cut the yarn, and you can secure it. Now for the next ear, what you have to do is to count 20 stitches from this position here where you join the yarn. So you count 20 and put a stitch marker into the 21st, and on the back it's going to be 15. So if you count from this position, it's going to be 15 stitches, and onto the 16th you need to put a stitch marker, and if you count, you should have 10 stitches here. So now turn the work, and I'm going to join here and repeat the exact same pattern. So you should have front, you should have 20, and the back 15, and here 10, and just join the same way and repeat the pattern. To make the braid, you'll need 6 strands. So you can see there's a long strands, and then fold them in half. So you see it like this. You've got half. So there's going to be a total of 12 strands, but I'm not gonna cut it. So what I'm gonna do is actually, so here I've got the chain 1 in where you've cut the yarn then. So I didn't cut the strands, so this is where I'm gonna join. So you can insert into that here and get all the strands and get them in, and then pull one end and then close it down. And before tightening it up, you need to check the length is fine or not. So let me adjust. And now I'm gonna pull close like this, and I'm gonna make a braid. So here I've got now total of 13, I think, strands. So divide them in 3. So here I've got 4, in here 5, and then 4, and start making a braid. And to finish off, I'm going to tie this off together. And take a little strand, 2 strands, and go around like this to tighten it up. So you can do this way as well. So you've got 1 strand here, another strand in here, go around and make a knot. One and 2. So that's it. And this one is the small end, which I'm going to cut, and that's it. So this is how it looks. and you need to trim this bit off. This is too much, so I'm gonna keep halfway and cut. So that's it, and you're gonna repeat on the other side as well. So I finished both sides, and that's it. So thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Thank you.